Hey, welcome to Return Podcast. I'm your host, today is
You figured out how to turn it off.
what happened?
Yeah.
Episode 3, which is called Mass Normal. Mass. I mean, it's Mass
Normal. We're gonna talk shooting people.
Going back to the normal. Parental advisory, explicit content. If you are listening and you are those people that are sensitive to certain words like
pussy fuck asshole,
okay, then this is not the show for you. So go watch your what's it? 57 Club. So what's the name of it?
The seven club.
The 700 Club. Was that what?
Something like that. Yeah, it
the 700 Club. Byron.
All right, yeah, it is March 24th. We're on a Wednesday, live on, this is my Instagram, but also Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Tag, StreamYard, plenty of fish, probably Tinder.
Does Tinder have a live feature? We'll get another phone for it.
You can do like a face feature on Tinder. Anthony, have you been on Tinder?
I'm retired.
Retired, there you go.
Okay, so retired meaning?
I had to delete the app.
He swapped the people in and ran.
Look, here's the deal.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you. Hey, and with me today is my brother Byron Austin. How you been, bro?
Been pretty cool, pretty good. Just working hard. Thank you for the applause. You can't hear it but
did you like back? Turn it off.
I think you got that shit down.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, just been working hard, trying to get on stage when I can and make people laugh.
I've been really booked lately, and
you should be.
It's about time. I mean,
you should be. Yeah, the stage is good. I fucks with it. I like it. Had a couple of shows past week, Thursday, Friday, last week.
Okay.
And then we got one next Wednesday, right? Me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Also in the building is is Mr. Anthony Victorson, comedian and writer. I don't know what else he does. I haven't seen him in probably about 6 or 7 years, but he's back here.
Welcome back.
Second timer.
Yes.
2 times.
Yeah. 2-timer.
Yes. Thank you for having me back. And thank you for putting writer in there. That makes my head 2 times bigger already.
Well, I was amazed when I first saw you on stage. Your writing ability, your subject matters were amazing to me. I've always considered you a writer. So.
Luckily, because my voice doesn't really bring all the girls to the yard. So.
And then you might need to start shooting some milkshakes.
Smoke more. It would add more depth.
Yeah, I'm not the most energetic comedian.
Sorry, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You be you.
They like to call me alternative.
Alternative. Okay.
Is that like I don't know. I'm trying to think about alt rock.
So you mentioned earlier Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. I'm retired because I wasn't getting enough matches, and any girl that I actually was hanging out with, they would ask me, do you have a Tinder or something? And then they'd be like, oh, why do you have a Tinder? It wasn't worth actually having a Tinder for the amount of matches that I was getting.
Now, were you just trying to fuck something, or were you actually looking for a girlfriend on Tinder?
I started Tinder because I got into a rut where I wasn't, this was before comedy or something, like right before comedy.
Right.
I got into like depression or whatever and stopped talking to everybody. And then I just like forgot how to talk to girls.
Right.
And then so what I did was I started to like girls that I felt were like like a level lower than me.
Okay.
You know, like a little bit up there girls, just so that I could get myself
you gotta do that. You gotta knock out some 5s and 6s just to, you know.
Yeah, so I started with some 5s and 6s and now I'm up to 7s and 8s.
There you go. I thought you were going to say 10s. I started out with 5s and 6s. Now
it's a slow process. You got to work your way up.
I don't have that. When you go to the bar and you see the, like, I don't ever think that comedy works out, you know, when you see like.
So now, I'm going to ask you a personal question since we're in the interview portion. Are you a virgin?
Why would you think that?
I don't know. You're talking about your confidence and
that's how unconfident I sound right now?
No. I'm just saying, I don't know. I've never discussed your sex life.
No,
I said it was unconfident, not suicidal.
Yeah, I didn't say it was an incel. No, I'm not a virgin. But thank you.
Apparently, Anthony is a fucking cocksman. That's not. They don't tell you that though. That's the word on the scene.
Yeah.
Word on the scene.
Really?
Well,
And you agree?
Just for you, Tab.
is that a thing for you?
It's a thing for women, period. Really? It's a whole race thing.
It's body, you know, it's really sick when you think about it. The way they exploit a man's body, treat us like, you know, literally a piece of meat. Literally a piece of meat.
No, I will say
this.
He talks about a piece of meat. And today is the first time he's not worn bracelets in probably 8 weeks.
Because it's not a female guest.
Whitney was here.
Are you gay?
For girls, that's all right.
I want the compliments when I can get them. It boosts my self-esteem even more when it came to
Well, he did say you were cute. I will say that.
Well, thanks.
He did. He's so cute. Words.
I don't know. You know.
Some gay men turn any straight.
With a roofie.
I don't know.
Some straight men.
Some gay men
think they can turn any straight man.
Think that they can turn any. I've heard that.
I've heard it too. I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's true?
I don't know. I got a text from from one of my gay friends when they start getting uncomfortable. I'm not gonna. This is not about every gay person, but this one gay. He's pretty comfortable with me, and he told me, like gay. I got I don't think that. And I ended up making out with one of his girlfriends, and but I made out in front of him because the deal was I can only make out with his girlfriend. I make out in front of him because I think that they're trying to maybe have like a threesome with them too.
So would you have done a threesome?
No, we went in the back of the room. I made out with the girl and I left. I just
I'm not even pulling my dick out right now.
yeah. I mean, you just watched them make out. So it was a lot.
Make out in my terms, kissing and touching.
Yeah. Make out is still make out. I don't think make out's gonna change.
What I don't know is 2021. I don't know if make out is the new.
Like hook up.
Kiss my ass. With a thumb. My brother made a good point. He says every straight dude think they can turn a lesbian straight too.
That's true.
I don't believe that at all.
I do believe every woman, not all of them, some of them don't want to deal with a man.
I've had a
But yeah, dudes do that, especially if she's any type of attractive dude who's like, yeah, I can.
Have you had a girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend that's turned lesbian?
No.
I've had a couple, at least, and I know.
Do you doubt your
will they buy before?
No, I don't blame myself at all. I don't blame myself when a girl doesn't come. That's their problem.
That's fucked up, bro.
Because some girls just. Because some of them just
Why
don't.
you're not getting gender matches?
You're right. No, I was having a conversation with some girl at an open mic, and some girls just. It's not my. It's like all.
I signed up to make myself release. If it's you and you want to do it, then you do it.
I never think about making a girl come.
That is not your goal?
Nah, never been my goal. Never even thought about it.
And how old are you?
I just assume that they don't come. I just assume that.
How old are you?
I'm getting old. 20, I don't know.
It's cool.
30, I'm 30, 31.
Okay. I can see it now.
I'm old.
Nah, man, you gotta get that out of your head, man. It's not about
It's
you.
not even in my head. No, you're right. It does feel selfish, but I don't do it. It's not like a misogynist. It's like I feel like girls don't harm me, so it's like I don't concentrate on that.
No doubt.
KO.
Like an asshole.
No. This
No.
is
Um,
you might not get pussy for any woman who sees this.
well, listen, now, can you carry it going forward? The mission is to please the woman.
I'm definitely down to like I would like to do that, but I had girlfriends that told me they never masturbated before. So I don't know.
Women in church. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?
maybe Asian women. I don't know.
You met the little girls, like
I ain't like
Asian
saying-
women. They're a little.
oh,
They're a little different.
now have you ever been with a black woman?
Oh yeah. But I dated Asian women. And,
There you go.
and
You
Asian
fuck
women,
you'll fuck anybody, but you date Asian.
I'm not. Yeah, and it's not a thing. I don't know if it's every Asian woman, but I know that the Asian women that I've with have been very like their sexual libido. What's it called? Libido. It's very low.
Yeah. They've been usually been sheltered. You know what I mean?
No, you've been intimate with an Asian woman.
Half Asian, never a full Asian actually.
That's a mission. Okay.
That's on the bucket list.
Okay.
I mean, they're. I don't know if I should say this, but their pussies don't think at all. That's one thing.
Is that a rumor or is that just a myth or something?
I mean, that should be the goal.
From experience,
Because we talking about
that's good.
hygiene.
Good job. But there's like Italians. I think Italians is an issue.
You just think
Genetically.
girls with bad diets or something. I don't know.
So right.
Yeah.
Or hygiene, bad diets.
What did you get that Asians to China that ain't older or on the road or fragrant?
I guess from past experience, if there was like a, I don't know, Asians in general smell less than other races.
Interesting.
Is that you? You guys hear that? Goddamn, what is this?
So
Right in the
loud.
garage?
No,
It is just right back. So, my next question is, do you have a preference on women?
I've started.
Asians, obviously.
I started to branch out. Yes, I was known as like the white dude that like Asian.
Asian equation.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine the Puerto Rican.
But also, I am.
You know what?
People think I'm white.
You should
I've
like-
always said,
You know, you speak,
Puerto Rican?
no.
that's the thing. If you would speak Spanish, you could just be a fucking gringo.
I wish
Now you're just
my grandma grew up like that. Oh, I'm white era,
white.
where it was like
a lot of Hispanics do that.
she passes as white, so she passes as white because back then there was a lot of bullshit.
It's kind of the thing like I don't know. I think Hispanics are worse than like you got the whole light skin, dark skin thing, but Hispanics like really want to be white.
They're
I don't think that if you would just hone your
Some not
Puerto
all.
Rican hood, you can really keep a job.
3 or 4.
You let them know at the interview. If you're Puerto Rican, just let them know. If you want to let them know, just tell them I'm Puerto Rican.
I feel like the Hispanic of
Okay.
Dude, we gotta get you a fucking Duolingo account or something, man. We gotta up your Hispanicism.
I need to speak Spanish.
Technically, you're not Latinx. You gotta be Latinx.
I know, but I use
You know how that's diversity in comedy here. If you can just roll your R and like say a few words. What's your middle name? Is it anything Hispanic?
It's Anthony.
What's your first name?
Gary.
Gary Anthony Victor? Yeah, you're white. Dude.
I know. It's a problem.
So Anthony is not. What's your middle name?
My middle name is
Oh, okay.
but my girlfriend's gay.
Okay.
So your grandmother married a white dude,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
she was like white
She-
named John.
She got white in his family.
Yeah,
We're not even white.
yeah, she grew up in New York. You know, she watched Telemundo on like when nobody was in the house. You know, and definitely didn't teach my dad Spanish, so I didn't learn Spanish.
Yeah.
So that's how that happened.
So do you know any of your family back in the motherland?
I have a lot of family in Puerto Rico. I don't know any of them, but yeah, I have family in Puerto Rico.
You should reach out.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
yeah, no, I'd like to go sometime. But,
I,
and also, I was born in Miami, which is like Latin. Sorry.
Okay.
it's all good.
Hey, what's up? So we're gonna get into these trending topics. So now we had mass shootings in Atlanta, Georgia, and in Boulder, Colorado.
It's just the
So
ones
we
that-
are back to normal.
yeah, that's just the ones you know about.
That's what I was thinking.
There's been a lot of shootings at like random parties.
I've seen some at nightclubs.
Yeah, so there's been like 6 or 7 total mass shootings.
We took a 2-year break,
We just one.
like a 1-year break, and then now we're back to weekly shootings.
There it is, America. The pandemic's over officially. Now it's official.
I guess that's the time.
Yeah. It's over. The one in Georgia, he was speaking of Asians. He targeted 8 Asians.
You could have been in that spot anytime, Anthony.
True. That's exactly the spot I was frequent. But did he target Asians, or did he just go to a massage place?
I mean, that's what he said. I mean, am I gonna really believe
I thought he was like more than one Asian place.
3?
So then you were targeting Asians.
Yeah.
I thought all massage places were Asian.
Well, I thought some that weren't Asian.
The expensive ones.
If you randomly happen to go to massage places and you went to 10 massage places, how many of them would be Asian?
I think it depends on the experience you're trying to get.
But at least like 8 or 10 would be Asian.
I mean, it depends on like a. I mean, out here, yeah. But like, I was in Austin, I got massages, and like it was.
Do you think he was racist? Is that? Do you think?
I'm going to say yes. And the police officer who did the police report, I mean, did the news conference said, oh, he was just having a bad day. It's not a race crime. Why not?
And it's not a hate crime. Like, I think that gets you off like the death penalty. So I mean, I'm not going to believe. I mean, of course, he would say, no, I didn't do it because of that. I just jerked off too much. I mean, come on.
Or they didn't give me a happy ending. So I made my own.
You know,
He's obviously getting a happy ending.
Maybe they cut him off.
Yeah,
It was
something
doing that
happened.
too much. It's like, yo, you're cut off. You can't come back. And he was like, okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, I think it was more of a massage place than a race thing, but I'm not
I
sure.
don't know, man.
So even if it was a massage parlor, that's still a hate crime because you targeted a massage parlor.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's going to cross boundaries on a Venn diagram.
In Boulder, the guy walked into a grocery store and just walked in, stood there for they said at least 30 seconds with the gear on and before he started shooting. Now you see this, and you still stand there?
But most people don't see it.
I'd probably just stand there. I'd be like, what's this guy doing? I'm just going to watch.
I'm going to try to run past him. I don't know. He's facing that way. I don't know.
That's cool. Going this way. Forgot the bread. Let's get the grocery store.
Just run to the meat section. Exit deli, because that's where the back
The
door
trucks
is
are
usually. So I guess that's the safest route or the thing to have in mind.
This was a white guy, right?
It was another white guy.
No, what's the motivation?
I think he's not one of these coupons. I'm not sure. Bitch, she told me it was expired. So I should be expired.
Like a
It's
post
just
office
redeemable.
situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to redeem myself.
No, I know we're making jokes about it, but yeah, it's comedy. So.
That's where comedy comes from, tragedy. But no, it's very tragic. It's not a funny situation. It fucking sucks that, I don't know, man. Like, if it wasn't for like, well, there's a lot of shit wrong with America, but, you know, if it wasn't for this, if it was like actual like outside terrorists, like I wouldn't be afraid of that. It's the fact that it's motherfuckers that are just anywhere all the time that just snap at any moment.
Yeah. And
Have you ever had those thoughts being the illusion of a white person?
I thought, like, you think about, like,
Genocidal
what
thoughts.
do you think of, like, I definitely think about, yeah, like, what were they thinking at the time? How did it go?
How did it get to that
I
point?
feel like all thoughts spiral out of control, you know, to the point where you just go insane and do something crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's how people get murdered and all. It's just like a
People
snowball.
snap, but
So the peace, we don't want to be happy.
fucking kill people.
I don't know. I just think at some point someone should see something and say something. Derek Jackson, did you guys hear the story of Mr. Relationship Guru?
Yeah, this is a lot.
Don't you call him that?
So let me give you a little bit.
Instead of disrespecting black kings like that.
Right. He would get on Facebook and Instagram and talk about you give these women relationship advice. He did it for the past during the whole COVID. Now I don't know who he was prior to or any of that information. But I would occasionally scroll on his rants or his love advice, and then last week a lady came forward with pictures of the bedroom that she shared that she had an affair with him and he was married. Now, during the whole year he was giving advice, you only heard of his wife if you knew the beginning of the story. That's the only time he mentioned her was the first 2 or 3 posts, and there's probably 350 posts.
Who was he giving advice to?
Just
Women?
Yeah, women.
He
never told men not to cheat.
He never told me not to cheat.
It's not usually
Technically, he's not a hypocrite.
right. Everything that he said could be on point, but he didn't.
No, it was so good that I broke over my news listening to him. Yeah.
All these dudes, what's that other old dude name? I've been hearing about the dude lately. The dude that be dressing like he's super fly, the old cat.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's giving that advice. I'm sure some type of.
I've seen some clips of him, but he's funny. I'll give him his shit because he's funny.
So
he really that guy tells women like it is, though.
He fucking with dudes too.
I haven't seen any of him.
Yeah, he got some funny clips. I gotta remember his name. It starts with K. It was there talking about my channel.
Kevin something. Yeah, Kevin. I can't think of his last name. What were you getting ready to say, Anthony?
why are people pissed at this Jackson guy? Because
he cheated.
he cheated.
And
You can't be in the spotlight and cheat.
You can't give love advice and cheat.
That's fair. That's fair.
And without mentioning your wife. So he cheated with not just one woman. So one woman came forward, then 2 or 3 other women came forward.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Not on his.
So then he goes on live with his wife, who's wearing a hair bunny, no makeup, and
I saw that.
yeah, and they were sitting there talking. And if you watch the video, you see him squeezing her hand, and she's saying, "Yes, we love each other."
And the hand on his last.
Yeah,
Right.
But it's he took. I mean, here's the thing. The love advice that he's given is that's in every love book that you know he's not a revolutionary love guy. People like him because he was a beautiful, sexy chocolate man. Given advice.
I like what you said that.
You're gonna let your wife fuck a black man away.
No, he's a big hunk of a chocolate candy bar, like big old baby Ruth.
That's what he's gonna give his wife.
Yeah, he was definitely a snicker. He was a snicker, and the girls were hungry, and that's why they're pissed. But like you know, that's just what people do.
Okay, first off, why would any woman take relationship advice from a man?
But you're taking the advice because it sounds real to you at that moment. Whatever you're going through at that moment as a woman, and he's saying it, and it hits you like, oh, he might be honest. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. And that story, and just opening up other avenues in your head and your ways of thinking.
I don't even know if I should say this, because I feel like I'll be giving too much game away if I say this.
Say it.
It's a battle of everything is a battle of the sexes.
Right.
We are trying to win. We want to stay on top. Men, we're winners. That's what we do. We stay on.
And I think that's how he was able to cheat, because again, he never mentioned he was married.
No, but
and he opened up the eyes of these women. They met him.
Why would you listen to the guy on the different team? Don't listen to him.
But all of his advice could have been sound. But why would you listen? You've heard that advice before, right?
Relationship advice is not.
I've heard it before, but at the same time, it was probably new to me because I was in that position and it was happening at the time when I heard the first Mr. Jackson story.
What relationship advice have you heard that's not just pretty much common sense?
It's the same like you watch motivational speakers when you're depressed. You watch The Love Guru when you're heartbroken. You know, and
you watch the Cooking Network when you're hungry. You watch porn when you're horny. Yeah. It's like that.
Counseling. If you're having problems in your relationship, don't listen to this.
That's what. Yeah, he's just a celebrity. You know,
it's like the bullshit preachers. Like I don't have a problem with guys making money if you're going to call yourself like a spiritual entertainer. Don't call yourself a man of the cloth.
He's an entertainer.
Yeah, but don't call yourself a preacher. Don't call yourself. Don't look up to these people as something they're not.
Hey, let us know what you're thinking. Call us at 702-912-1888. Remember, the show is pre-recorded, and if you're calling any other day than Wednesday, we're normally here on Tuesdays. Any other day than Wednesday, then you're calling it the wrong time.
I don't think. Give me a relationship situation that's hard. Let's see if I can figure it out in 10 seconds.
I cheated with your mother.
Break up.
Okay. That wasn't a fun game.
Break up? Why?
Because he fucked your mom.
That's still, I mean, that. Why? But why? If my mom enjoyed it and he enjoyed it. He cheated with the woman's mom.
Yeah, I was gonna, you're thinking Delonte West, where he fucked LeBron's mom. Yeah. You should. If I fucked your mom,
did he really do that to my mom?
Would you do this?
Yeah.
Why?
No, but I was thinking, like, if my mom was ultimately happy, you know, whatever the fuck. I mean, my stepdad is gonna kill you.
Right. Well,
you know, that thing is crazy. I'm not joking. He would kill you.
Don't listen to this. Like, hearing that.
I would help him. So I would actually, I would set you up. I would put you on the show. He's gonna be here on this day.
What about let me give you one real quick. I caught my baby daddy with his baby mom, who he told me had been dead for 2 years.
So he consistently lied to you.
Mm-hmm. His family were in on the lies.
So everyone around him doesn't respect you, consistently lied to you, and made you look like a fool, and he ended up lying and cheating. What would you consider staying with him about?
It's like, man.
Like, at what point do you not see a person for who they are? People are who they are.
So people show you who they are. Believe me.
Every step of the way. Unless they're a sociopath. Sociopaths are good. That's why they call sociopaths.
But then he tells me, "Oh no, that's her twin sister." But she's never had a twin.
So he still lied and cheated.
But why is he lying? Is he lying out of love?
I don't know.
If he's lying out of love.
And I'm not saying you can't forgive a cheater. If you feel you can do that, forgive the cheater. Don't stay in a relationship and be salty the whole fucking time about it. Because now you're just unhappy. He's unhappy or she's unhappy. Whoever the cheater is unhappy. And y'all just in a miserable relationship together. And the cheater feels guilty, so they're not going to break up. So somebody's going to end up cheating again. Because either the cheater's ultimately unhappy or the cheatee is like, well, I got to get some revenge because that's the only way I'm going to get over it. And then somebody ends up cheats again. And then it's like, okay, we even? And then you can't trust each other no more? Or you just break up? I know, right?
Do you care if a guy physically cheats on you, or is it
it's a no? It's over.
A lot of people say it's worse to be emotionally cheated on than physically cheated on. Which I don't think any guy would do that. It's always
emotionally cheating. That would bother me.
Like if they're texting every night when you're sleeping. You know,
again, everything that's done in the dark will come to me. So eventually, whoever he's cheating, if she's a woman, she's going to at some point reveal herself, show her cards.
Especially if she doesn't know she's a side chick. If she thinks,
If she finds out,
even if she is, like, you've been a side chick before, Hunter.
If I was a side chick, I didn't know it. That was not my goal. I never sought out to be a side chick.
Now, did you ever find out you were the side chick?
I did.
Did you keep fucking?
No, I didn't.
Always.
Every time. Even when I was younger. I'm attention for it. So if I feel like he's giving the attention to somebody else, I don't want it.
Right. That's good. Yeah. Stable. Let's fuck with it.
Hey guys, Guido Pie.
The fucking Guido Pie. Get your fucking
Guido Pie, the best pizza food truck in the valley. Small family business owned and operated. Support your local small business. This Friday, March 26th from 4 to 7, they're over at the Beer District Brewing. And Saturday, March 27th, 4 to 7, they're at Cadence in Henderson.
Yeah.
The pizza goes fast. So remember, get there early.
If you want to get some good pie, come here early. You know what I'm saying? You know, people in the Bronx, we got good shit. You know,
I don't think they're from the Bronx.
Only 2 Mulianis at a time, okay?
Hey, don't like them on Facebook and tell them that Tavern Byron sent you. And when you get your pizza, they'll give you a free drink. They don't know that. But just
ask for the water cup.
Yeah, all the water. I'll tell them, if you order 2 slices, you'll get free napkins.
Yeah. If you order a slice and mention our name, they'll fill your water cup up with lemonade.
Right. The vaccine. You guys trust that?
Yeah, we'll see.
So 2,000 people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 since they had the vaccine. Now, 2,000 people is a small number, but are those real numbers?
People supposedly gotten the vaccine so far.
I thought I would be so excited to get it, but then once it actually dropped, once that album actually dropped, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I think this is went out and got it.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, has any of us got it?
I probably won't get it right now.
Wait.
I need to see the side effects. So if it's lost,
I just
get it first.
My conspiracy theory brain is like, no, it's not a year or 2 from now. It's 20 years from now when you just fucking get some disease that fucking like, nobody knows how to cure.
Like Chernobyl.
The world is about to be overpopulated. Like, it's gonna happen soon, and they're gonna have to get rid of a lot of people.
Oh, you're going Bill Gates right now.
I'm not even saying it's him. I'm talking about this is all these fucking governments linking up, and you know.
Do you think that's why they get rid of the older people first?
Yeah, exactly. It's the working class and the older people getting it, you know.
Well, that's why my job is all part of the working class.
I work from home.
Let's hear your opinion. Call us right now at 702-912-1888. Are you getting the vaccine or not?
I mean, part of me is strongly considering it because hopefully this profession of mine will take off and I'll be around a bunch of crowds and a bunch of different people a lot, which means, you know, whatever. Better safe than sorry.
If they start handing it at Walgreens and I happen to pass one, then I'll drop it.
Well, they actually do have them at Walgreens and the local CVS. It's not all of them.
No. Congratulations. Well, you called him back?
I didn't mean to call him back.
No shit. Probably credit. Did you pay the cell phone bill?
I did. So I'm just thinking that maybe once we really get some real information from side effects and is it really working?
Yeah, man.
My cousin who works in frontline, 4 of her coworkers, they're both all first responders, have COVID right now and they're isolated.
I mean, that's a vaccine.
They had a vaccine about 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's probably why 2,000 people got hospitalized with it because it's a
that's
vaccine.
Confusing.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. I know my mom's a nurse, and she was holding off just because of the side effects.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of people that have had the vaccine, and they definitely have the side effects.
Yeah. I mean, I expect there to be side effects. And I understand it's not like a vaccine that was put together in a year. A lot of people think that it's not the case. Like 95% of it was already developed. They just had to do some shit, tweak some shit.
Had to tie the shoe.
Bunny ears or whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'm not too worried. I mean, I don't know if I to say that. I'm going out.
Everybody else just gets.
No, if they paid you to have the shot, would you guys do it?
Yeah.
Another $1,400.
Hell yes.
So,
did you have you received any of your stimulus money?
Yeah. Did you guys come here?
I'm not this round, but I've got the first two.
Yeah, I got it. I needed it too because I quit my job too.
You quit your job?
Oh, when I had those, I was working.
I roll over here.
Yeah.
I quit my job.
I don't know. I'm just thinking the ones who are now sick with it and had the vaccine. That scares me. My mom had both shots.
People get the flu shot, get the flu. It happens.
I can say I think I've had it already.
I think I've had it. I think I got it in December before the actual COVID was released.
Me too.
Yeah. I got the early. I got OG COVID.
I got COVID 12.
Got it when she was 19, 18.
I got adolescent COVID. Not this teenage. Okay, moving on. Byron.
What I do? Hey, call us if you like to ask us or
Why? You always make it sound like
what I do.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying if they want to call and ask us or Gary Anthony Victorson any questions, they should hit us up. 702-912-1888. We got a lot of cool
those of you who watch, if you go watch the movie, which Whispering, the Ghost of Whispering Palms, Anthony Victorson was in that movie. He was the Ghost Whisperer. Remember we shot that?
Oh yeah. I do.
And I don't know what in History Month. Who would you celebrate, Byron?
Well, look at me first.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting about this segment, and not because
This is the last one.
Not because I don't respect Women's History Month. No, there's one next week.
No. Oh, we do. We do have next week. Sorry.
Women's history. Who would I like to celebrate in women's history? Because I want to think of just, someone who was important that did something, good for
I'm going to say Spring Bradfield. For those watching, if you know Spring Bradfield, she was a this is a real name. She was the cafeteria lady at Daniel Webster Elementary School when I was in school. And she was the sweetest lady. And I knew who she was. And then I ran into her as an adult, and she was working at a Walgreens, a little old lady. And when I ran into her, I was like, "Oh my God, Miss Bradfield!" She was like, "Where I know you from? You used to put extra potatoes on my plate at Daniel Webster." She was like, "Yeah," and she remembered me. Yeah, I had to give her a whole bunch of stories to trick her memory and stuff. But yeah, she's like, "Oh my God, you've grown up." I was like, "Grown out of that too."
And do you have any in history you'd like to celebrate, or in your history?
I'd like to celebrate Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Just because she's one of those girls that's on any song that she did, it boosts your credibility. But I've never been interested in listening to one of the songs. If it says it has Mary J. Blige in it, I'm not going to listen to it.
I don't honestly. I'm not. I understand Mary's an icon. No. It's not, because I understand Mary's an icon in the Black community.
Yeah,
but
I didn't say that. That's why
I
we're
don't want to
celebrating.
listen to like hurt woman's music. That's not.
Okay.
I just can't.
Who is your woman?
Whom is the woman that I would like to celebrate? I'm gonna go with you know what? Felicia Rashad, man. She's
Okay.
just amazing dope. Like you figure like that's just kind of
I don't know who that is.
Huxtable.
Okay. She's hot, right? That's what I want. She grew up hot.
Well, she was the mom.
She was a mom on the show. She was the hottest one on the show. If you ask me,
She was married to Ahmad Rashad.
married to Ahmad Rashad.
She's the sister of Debbie Allen.
Had O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby as his groomsmen. I don't know if you knew that, but that was a marriage destiny.
Right.
She's
married to, her sister is Debbie Allen, the famous dancer. They grew up in Houston, Texas. They went to high school with my mom.
Oh, shit.
Was OJ?
No, Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad.
OJ didn't grow up in Texas. OJ grew up in Orange County.
Right.
He did.
He went from Orange County to the county.
And not for, he got away.
But why Mary J. Blige out of all? You could have said Jennifer Lopez or Christina Aguilera.
I know those songs. I don't know. I couldn't tell you one Mary J. Blige song.
Don't cry.
See what I mean?
I don't know what you're saying.
Real love.
Okay, that's a good one.
Searching for real love?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a good Mary happy song. I don't want to hear Mary hurt.
But that's why I wanted to celebrate her because you just educated
And that's
me.
what she said.
Now I know Mary J.
It's getting it's on the floor. It's on the
Okay.
ground.
I want to see her dance. Or whatever she calls that.
Yeah, dancery is what she calls it.
I want to see
Like, what is a dancery?
I want to see her dancing.
Okay, well, those are women in history in this month of March. And Byron, we have one more women in history next week.
Save it for next week.
So you have all week to calculate.
It's not Black history. Let's move along.
Laugh Lounge Comedy Show. This every Thursday in March. March 25th is my final Thursday over there. I've hosted all month for Women's Month. Tomorrow is the last.
You're gonna choke up. Are you gonna
I'm
cry?
about to cry. It's been a wonderful month over there. And on tomorrow, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, his wife, and some couple of other friends from Texas are coming in just to see this last show in Women's Month. And I'm excited. It's located at 479 West Craig Road, North Las Vegas. I did find out it's a $10 admission charge. It's a new night. I did not know. I thought it was free. I've never paid to go in there. New library where seating is limited due to COVID regulations. It's normally hosted by Tavon Patterson, but I'm sub-hosting its final week in March on tomorrow. For more information about this show, text me at 702-514-7931, and I'll give you more details. I don't know who's on the show yet. They normally tell me like on Wednesday night.
Anthony Victorson, have you ever done a Black audience?
Urban.
Black
audience?
Urban audience?
Come on tomorrow. If you want to go out.
Black audience. So you can say it.
Can
It's a Black audience.
I'll say black if I'm allowed to.
You can say black. Don't say that word.
We're gonna get an answer
Right next. Go ahead, Byron.
I just
No,
say
I've killed that black. I don't know.
Hold on a second, Byron.
the word. Just so you know, you can always listen to your favorite podcast. Catch us on Spotify, Pandora, Heart, iTunes, Podbean, Anchor, fucking Twitch, TikTok. You got Byron's camera from the grocery store. And remember to like and subscribe because what's the point otherwise, right? Okay. What were you asking? What were you saying? Fuck you talking about, Tab? I'm talking about. Yo, that sounds like a news segment intro.
We want the news. We're asking for a friend. from my listeners and viewers and followers, they want to know some information about you, Mr. Victorson.
All right.
So we have some people who wrote in and called in and want to ask you questions. Go ahead, Byron.
Now, this is going to be like a list of, questions that I think we really get to know you.
They're kind of personal.
We kind of go deep. So,
should I go fast? Fast round?
No, nothing like that. So here's an example of a question. You just quit your job during a pandemic. Ultimate white man flex. What advice would you give to a previous employer?
First of all, you're right. I have a lot of weight, but I think it's because I'm also 6'2".
Are you 6'2"?
A 6'2" white guy walks up anywhere, they're gonna get a job.
This is true. No, that's true. Seriously.
But yeah, I quit 2
Unless
jobs.
you're like super ugly.
Have you ever been worried? Like, I've never been worried about not getting a job. I'll just quit a job and get another one.
I'm pretty okay. I got the credentials.
Yeah, so I've never worried about it.
I would too, but I still ain't found no damn job.
Are you looking?
Yes, I've interviewed 4 times already, 3 times already.
But I think all employers.
Oh yeah, you quit your job during a pandemic too. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? As if people are just hiring right now.
People are hiring.
Well, I mean, they have ads. They have ads online. What I want to do. What I know.
Good job.
So you guys are hiring, and you need. If you just need a token colored girl in your establishment right now, I'll do it.
She'll do it.
Did you find? Have either of you looked for a job since Donald Trump?
This is my. Well, no, I didn't. I had a job.
Because I wonder if has it been easier for Black people to get a job since the race war kind of thing that we're going through? Have you found it easier?
I don't know. I have a master's degree.
Like Tab said, everybody needs a token Black.
Well, I can't say that because when they see my resume, it's Tabitha Smith, and then when I get there, they go, "Oh,
yeah,
Byron Austin." But again, I've got the resume, I've got the education, I can get a job.
You got the name.
There were times when it was hard to get a job. Like there was at one point in Austin where it was really tough, but that's a place where there's a lot of competition to get a job. Like I expected it to be hard, but I started bartending. It was fun. So,
but I mean, I have an associate's degree, but it's not in the field of my expertise. I mean, I've been doing real estate and property management forever.
Never had marketing.
I remember I was a manager, another manager, when privately in the office.
Did anyone work?
He was.
So why did you?
He was hiring, but he was hiring. He was hiring, and he had all the applications there. He saw the name Crazy on, and he ripped that application up right in front of me. So that definitely happened. At my job. So I know that shit happens.
Yeah, sure. I'm just my parents.
Now, my sister, who she works for one of the top mortgage companies now. She used to work for Bank of America, and when she applied for Bank of America, they would never call her back with her name Shaniqua on the resume. The minute she changed that Shaniqua into Shan, her phone rang off the hook. So I believe you.
Yeah, it's like when Coke told people to be less white. I don't know if you heard about this. Like Coca-Cola sent out like kind of like a memo or like a training. It's like, hey, be less white. And people are like, I don't know what that means, but like that's an example of being less white. Like, don't fucking judge a resume off of its name, or like, don't say dreads and braids are unprofessional. Be less white. Anthony, what are you afraid of?
I had a total fear of public speaking.
I still
do, but I failed 3 communication classes because I couldn't go up and speak in front of the class. And then I started to do the comedy, and you know how I get it. You know how I
still get nervous when I say?
Well, you know how I have like a nervous like presence kind of, I used that because I was extremely nervous when I started. I was so I was like, oh, let me just fall into this, and I started to have like panic attacks on stage.
That was kind of funny. Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Describe the color yellow to someone who is blind.
I've heard this question before.
So, all right, we'll do another one.
He's turning on the show.
Shucks. Are you a shower singer?
I used to be. My voice is.
What happened, man?
Do you think that
everybody can sing? Do you think that's like a learned talent?
I think I can sing.
I feel like I can, but then you turn off the song that's singing.
Yeah, because the other songs done, you go hit every note, every key, every pitch.
I think it depends. Like it's a mix. You know what I mean? It is a skill that you can hone, but you still have to have the talent. It's like basketball, like a sport.
Yeah.
You okay?
Now I'm going to say this. My question to you is, when you shower, you got to shower. When you shower, you have to do number 2.
What? 2 or 1?
Oh, number 1, right? You shower number 1. No, when you're in the bathroom, you go to number 2. That's my question. And you have to pee. Do you get up, turn around, and pee, and then sit back down, or you tuck it down and pee?
Well, what girls that doesn't happen all at once? Like when you have to poop, you start pooping, and then all of a sudden the pee starts to
Just
start.
So
I think you can do one or the other. Like once you start shitting,
but are you already tucked in, or is it on the outside?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to be on the outside.
I don't know.
I
don't. I know how they work in the bedroom, not in the bathroom.
You think they're just like erect while we're taking a shit?
Well, as soon as you start
Thank you for
shitting,
explaining.
you start.
Like you think we got a hard dick that's just sitting on the toilet?
Wait, that doesn't happen.
with women though. You have to shit and then you have to pee.
Sometimes we'll be first.
Now.
It doesn't happen all at once. You have to control both.
So okay, so I'm glad you said that. So you go into the bathroom to pee, and you're peeing. You're standing up peeing. This doesn't make sense.
No, you go to the bathroom.
But no, if you're going to pee, and then you discover you have to shit, and you sit down and shit.
Yeah.
But then you realize again, do you get up and turn around and stand and pee?
It's already in the toilet.
Yeah. You sit down and pee. You sit down and pee when you.
That is okay.
That's what you're getting at.
Every nigga's gay. As a kid, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be in the NBA. And I
Not a band.
For white guys it is. I wanted to be in the NBA, and I thought for sure that I was making it too. Like, I remember vividly calling my dad and saying, "Hey, if I'm not a top 3 draft pick, I'm not signing with the team." And that's when I was like 10 years old.
Now, you were the tallest kid in your class, weren't you?
No, I was a scrawny white kid. I never ended up having hops. I never ended up
just full of confidence.
I just thought
I think you play basketball today.
I can play good basketball, but I thought everybody was at a level playing field growing up, and that just working hard would get you to the NBA. I didn't know that some people grew up with 40-inch verticals, and it just was going to happen whether you like it or not.
The black kids.
Yeah. So eventually, the black guys overrun.
Is that where you use N-words?
Yeah, they use white boys a lot.
Okay, so let our listeners know how you end up using the N-word.
Yeah, so my first time ever on stage, I felt like it'd be funny to say the N-word. But that's also because I came into comedy thinking that I'd be like the shock guy, and that because I could say whatever I wanted and nobody else is saying this. So I came into it super high and had an open mic and just said the N-word.
Tell us the joke.
I can tell you the joke.
You gotta say the word.
Tell us the joke. I want to hear the word. I want to hear how you used it.
Oh, I used to.
Did you have to roll off your tongue?
You didn't roll the R.
Go ahead.
You're probably the tiger.
Go ahead. So tell the joke.
So the joke was, I loved basketball growing up. and Allen Iverson was my favorite player. But I never was able to make it in basketball because I'm white. The only thing that Allen Iverson did good for me was make me a white N-word, which is wig. I don't even know if I can say this. A wig.
Yeah, you can say wig.
Yeah, that's like a cancel word. But
Yeah, it's like
Hey guys, let us know if you thought the joke was funny. Either remember to our callers at 702-514-7931. I mean, I think I want to say I was there that night over. Was it at Noreen?
it was at
I want
Noreen.
to say it was at Noreen. I was there. And the
That was
first thing I thought was, did he just say that?
You know what I think would make that joke funnier and almost passable is if you said
I'm not gonna
the
say
only
that
thing
joke.
Allen Iverson taught me was how to be. You gotta just flip it. Say wigger first. It's like because you got the real monotone vibe. So it's like you taught me how to be a wigger.
See, and I
Which is a white nigger.
I was going.
That would be funnier than how you had it.
I was going to say.
I wouldn't say it either way.
No, I'm never said that joke again. But
Now, all of those in your book that had that is where did you erase it?
that was my closer.
In your joke book?
That was my
Byron,
closer.
what's busting your balls today?
The fact that Anthony said nigga on stage. What is bursting? This is my black exploitation music going on in the background for the.
Tell us what's busting your balls today, Byron.
Bursting my balls today. Let's see. I don't know, man. I feel like we talked about it earlier, but just kind of what did you mouth? What you mouth?
Byron Jackson. I mean, Bruce Jackson says, what are we talking about today? And I said, everything. Everything. Shout out to Bruce Jackson. Last night he put on a wonderful show. They had tacos, chicken tacos, beef tacos, and cilantro tacos, which the cilantro tacos were really supposed to be crab tacos, but I had more cilantro on my tacos, which made them cilantro tacos. The place is packed. Great show, great ambiance. Shout out to you, sir.
So
Extreme Comedy Club.
Shout out to Extreme. Here's what's bursting my balls. Speaking of tacos, pescatarians. What's your deal?
The fish
The
eating
fish
people.
people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't eat meat.
They eat fish.
Fish.
But isn't fish a meat? Right, I'm the same way.
They eat fish meat, right?
But they don't think that fish are sentient.
They say because fish don't. What they say? Fish don't have feelings.
They don't have feelings.
Yeah.
Pain, or whatever.
What do you think is a fish is flopping around when it's got a hook in his mouth out of water?
And he's wagging back and forth.
I'm drowning, and there's a hook in my fucking mouth. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here, but I don't have. It's not that they don't have feelings; they don't have arms and legs to run and show you that they're in a lot of pain. And like that's so stupid.
I literally was watching fishing videos, and spearing videos, like in Africa, and they spear the fish, and then it come out of the water, and they just hold it there and just wait till it dies.
Yeah.
And it takes like 10 minutes, and the thing's got a rod through like the middle of its body.
Well, I saw something similar. There's this one in Alaska, one of the Iceland area, and the guys would take the fish, and put it in his bucket, close the clear lid on it, and you could see the fish flopping around. But they won't go to seeking the next fish until that one stopped.
Oh.
And sometimes the fish would do enough bounces, they would open the lid and pop back into the water. But their body temperature or something going on with their bodies, which would cause them to float back to the top when you guys grab me and put the fish in there.
That's dumb. Just put the fish in and throw ice on it.
And the amount of fish that they, or I don't know if it's called hunting or if it's called fishing, but the amount of fish.
Yeah. Hey guys, around the town this week, Wasp Comedy Show is this Wednesday with Macho Black, which is tonight over at One Love Comedy Clubhouse, 3432 North Bruce Street. Open mic Mondays with the Dive Bar on Maryland Parkway with Randall Thompson. Show starts at 9 and it's free to get in. Sugar Daddy. I'll be hosting this final Thursday. Normally hosted by Devon Patterson, 7 p.m. Show starts at 8. Get there by 7 to get a good seat. $10 cover charge. Las Vegas Smoking Comedy Show with Steve McAnally show starts at 8:07. New lineup every Wednesday downtown. Byron and myself will be on that show next Wednesday. So check us out if you're in the area. And Cork and Thorn is back open. They did a whole bar rescue thing. They were closed for a few days. Now they're open with a whole new look. They're open this week, this Friday, hosted by your girl Brittany Soul. I'm gonna check out the whole new venue on 7th.
You should throw a doc show up there.
I'll ask Doc to send me information. She's never sent me.
Okay. I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about it.
We will add it next weekend. I can see more information on it. For more information, excuse me, or to add your event, call us at 702-912-1888. Extreme Comedy Club has a lot going on. So they have a bunch of shows going on. 2 open mics or two bi-weekly shows. A weekly show with Chris Clark. They have a plethora of events going on.
Yeah. Actually, I ran into him like a few times this weekend. He just moved out here from like DC or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just randomly kept running into that guy. But no, he's a cool cat, funny guy. He's what do you call him?
Anthony. Read this.
Fucking niggas, right?
If you want to be a guest on the show, email us at all.over.laughs@aol.com.
Spell laughs.
Oh, that's ALAFFS, laughs. You can be a comedian, author, singer, dancer, artist, or dishwasher. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Did that good. We had a reader a couple of weeks ago on Byron vacation. He read it like a kindergarten.
Who was that?
Robert Smart. He wasn't that smart. Robert. Shout out to Robert.
You know what? There's another Robert who's not so smart who went on to win a lot of Grammys and did very well for himself.
Hey, you're listening to Ridiculously Funny Comedy Podcast.
Yeah, probably.
I think we did. Did you hear it too?
I heard booze. Fuck them.
Hey, don't forget, this is your last chance. Catch me live tomorrow at Sugar Daddy's 8 p.m. show, 479 West Craig Road in North Las Vegas. Don't know who's on the lineup. I'm hosting for Women's Month in March. Tomorrow's my last Thursday. But I will be back for, we're actually moving our Ridiculously Funny Tuesday show back to Wednesdays because I'm going to go back to hosting Blue Martini on Tuesdays.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You just interrupt my life. Like, you didn't ask me if this was
the show is normally hosted by Savon Patterson, and I'm still hosting one more day, which is tomorrow. Text us at 702-514-7931 if you want to know more information. I never text me. So.
Because you keep switching dates up, Tab.
I'm not trying to. We go where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides. Have you heard that?
I've seen that.
Have you seen it?
No, I know. Money. I know that.
Oh, okay.
It's a black culture meme on video. And the Lord said,
Hey, any relationship advice with Ted Tabby. Call in with your situation, 702-912-1888, or email us at all.over.laughs, LAS@AOL.com. On today's show, you like my voice? On today's show, someone wrote in and they want to know some information. We're going to Byron.
Everybody give it up for Tab in her NPR voice. Done very well. Dear Tabby, this is for you and Byron, of course, because we're the fucking house.
Right.
Just pretty close as friends. She's cool. I have 2 friends who exclude me or take off with other friends before I can get to where they are meeting. I've seen pictures posted on social media where they've canceled on me, saying they weren't going to a venue or event. Did indeed. I've confronted them as they've apologized. Nonetheless, it continues to happen. Both of these friends hang around me separately, and I introduced them to one another. What can I do to get them to call me more? Hang out as a group. Why am I their windy host? Racist. Signed friend challenged Centennial Hills.
Now, I'm gonna go first because the thing that bothers me the most is being in Centennial Hills. So
That's why they don't hang out with you.
exactly, you live too damn far. And you didn't know anything about your income, about what you could be the broke friend and the moocher.
Are we gonna wait on a broke friend? No, let's go somewhere
You
else.
don't have money, you don't ever have time, or you always take an excuse, you know, a bar, and you want to get all glammed up and dressed. I don't know what the deal is. It's something about you. You need to evaluate yourself and figure when they have with you individually. You probably become this frugal person.
Maybe you're the friend. You're in the group.
You're gonna go there, but yeah, you're lame. You're lame. It's your fault.
So your advice to our praying challenge in Centennial Hills.
It's more interesting. I start watching some YouTube videos, find something to talk about.
So fake a personality?
No, I grew up playing basketball, and the only thing I thought about was I did not have a personality. You have to be willing to research, find things that are in you, and then you won't find friends ditching. And fuck those guys.
Find other boring people to go out with. Y'all can sit at a table alone and just like look at motherfuckers while y'all eat mozzarella sticks and calamari rings and talk about, you know what I'm saying?
You know, they you know, sometimes you go on Groupon and get a buy one get one free coupon, and these events won't let you use that coupon with 3 people, or with your budget, your pocketbook, or your look. I don't know what your look is like, but these people could be those people who are shallow and don't want to be seen with someone. Like, you know, do something other than what you're doing. Now, I don't know if you're too glamorous or not glamorous enough to be with these people. Now, if you guys are gay, then you are broke. I don't know. I mean, how gay people have fun and they're flamboyant and they don't care what you look like. They want, yeah. So if you're the gay one and they're the straight one, then they don't want to be seen with you in public.
Now,
As a group.
Like feel like I've been in a situation where I've had friends I've met through friends and like we become cool and like we might not get with the mutual friend, but it's not anything like this. Like if they're around, like, you know, welcome, please come. But I can understand that some people just click and you're not part of that click.
Well, it sounds like if you go to when he or she says that they are meeting in places that they counted on that person with, then it's you. It's not them. It's you. Yeah. So
I was just my advice. It might not be your friends,
right?
Or that.
Now news. Now you know where to catch me live. This March 27th, I'll be performing at Comedy Alley Show with Jimmy McBurn, Eric Stinson, Kidder, and was hosted by Minister K. On Sunday, it's Tempe, Arizona, with Bobby Johnson, Jason Santiago, Oral Henry, Robert Kane, Thomas Capolito, Lynn Robinson, April Vance, and it's hosted by Lady Q. And March 9th through the 11th, I'm at the Allison Improv in Dallas, and I'm excited about that. And then next week, over at Rolling Stone.
See.
Yeah. Prank call. Who you want to prank call? You have anybody you want
We could call Zappos. You guys want to call Zappos?
to and say what? Are they open right now?
What time is it?
It's
8:11.
They're open.
don't say the number out loud. Just write it down here. And I can order some stuff.
Yeah, and they won't hang up. They can't hang up on you. That is like a thing that they have. So they might play along, or let's see.
Here, let's
They sell shoes.
They sell shoes, yeah.
So can I say I bought some shoes and they're not working for me?
Yeah. Say that one of them ended up being torn.
Oh, they shoes.
But they're going to want your account first, though.
Maybe they
So I need to be inquiring
about a shoe or something. Yeah, you don't want to order anything.
Maybe say you're in a wheelchair, you're looking for running shoes. Like,
ask them, like, can you look up a website for me? Like, they'll do anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Here.
that sounds like a terrible place to work.
See
The
it.
number. Okay. So the good thing is our prank calls are authentic. So we never tell. So if you watch it in here, in our system.
Motherfuckers. It's not good customer service.
Are they closed right now?
What time is it? They haven't come in.
Oh, they might be closed. It might have been 8 that they closed. Damn it. That would have been a good one.
It's a prank on your brother. Is he still watching?
Is he watching? No, he's not watching.
You think he'll know my voice?
He'll hang up.
Oh.
Not that much.
He's not gonna play along.
You can use Anthony, but he'll hang up. I guarantee you that much.
Everybody else, you got an extra one to prank?
Yeah. Any Asian girls you want to prank?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of hate in me right now.
That's good. That's
Hey, call us to your neighborhood gossip, or if you want to prank someone, call us at 702-912-1888.
It's not about hate. Do you have any spite or pettiness in your heart?
Right.
I'm looking for somebody.
No. That was my go-to.
I heard you hate Jay Rivera.
I'm going to the party.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just my name.
It was Friday. I was a stripper.
Why you think it's going to be late? Where y'all going?
What time is it?
I have to check, but
Send tab there. She'll come in and
some
strip.
hotel.
Send me information. I'm gonna show up as a stripper. I got a costume and everything.
Yeah, she says it.
Tab's basically a stripper. She wants tips too. Don't think this is funny. She quit her job. She needs the tips.
My cat is gonna pull 3 weeks because I ain't nowhere.
Hey, only way to save money.
Right.
Stay home and cook.
I'll go out and grab some meat.
That's where you fucking up.
Oh, it's at the green.
I know, but if
Leftovers too, you cook and you get
but I
leftovers.
eat all of those. So that's why I tried to cook it the first week.
How much you eating?
I was depressed.
Oh,
Shit, I'm just eating. Binge eating, yes.
you be big and depressed, I get, huh? That's
Hey, this is a social media outlet, information station. That was cute, information station. Hey, it was your this is why our team gives our information on how to find us off of this network, which is going to be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, website, the Twitter, and the YouTube, as my mom calls it. Oh, you're on the YouTube? Yes, I'm on the YouTube.
motherfuckers.
Hello, sister. My sister Johnny watching.
Hey, Johnny.
Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Type in my name, Anthony
Victorson. You should be able to find me. And on YouTube, Tolerate This. That's the channel. It's my podcast. So
Your podcast? Have you done a podcast? No.
This is
We just started
doing guests, and I've thought about doing weird guests like on camera, tamer on there.
He's asked to do my podcast. But go ahead.
I just want like
kind of like weird.
I can play weird.
Alex Jones.
No, you can definitely do me on.
Okay.
So the goal is Alex Jones.
Yeah, like
have you know the whack pack Howard Stern?
how he has. He basically has like
financially handicapped people.
Oh,
It's like
give us your social media outlet.
Byron Austin on Facebook, Byron Charles Austin on the Instagram, no Snapchat. I don't have a website, and the Twitter, BAustin06. YouTube. Don't worry about it. We'll get it going. Don't worry about it.
You can find me on Facebook as Tabloid, and also now Ridiculously Funny comedy podcast is on Facebook. You can follow that one too. Instagram. Starting next week, we'll have an Instagram. Ridiculously Funny, and then I'm on Snapchat. It's Miss Tabloid. Cash App is $ Miss Tabloid. Website Funny Tabloid. And what was the other one? YouTube Tabloid Comedian, and Twitter Miss Tabloid. Hey, this apparently later this month, which is next Wednesday, a week from today, Byron now will be at 8:07 p.m. at Rick's Road Smoke, 725 Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a free comedy show. Seating is limited, and it's outside. So if the weather's cool, bring a jacket. COVID-19 regulations enforced. Hosted by Steve Marinelli. On the show is Liz Hatter, Jeremy Navarro, and Mikey McKernan.
Hey, McKernan, I know him. He's from.
Text us at 702-514-7931 to reserve a seat for that show.
Food is good.
And the barbecue is good. That's two item limit. You can either get a food and a drink, or drink and a drink. Yeah. Or minimum.
That'd be minimum. If I want more than two.
Oh. Okay, minimum. Damn. Just caught it. You smart.
We're going together.
And for the last time, this is my last time saying this. Laugh Lounge comedy show over on this Thursday, my final Thursday in the Women's History Month in March. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, she's sitting up. Yes. I need to see your bra lady. Your girls are sitting up. Baby girl.
There you go.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the secret. Women's Month. Thank you. Due to COVID-19 regulations, we cannot see everybody get there early. Show is hosted by Devon Patterson, and I'm sub-hosting for the final week in March, and then hopefully everyone will be back over at Martini, and I'll be hosting the show. Our next show, or the next couple of weeks, we have Mr. Marlon Money Stevens, who's an author, writer, movie director, movie producer, comedian, musician. This guy does it all. And on April 6th, we have Mr. Dan Hall. And April 13th, the guy from Shaq comedy special, Boston Comedian, is on the show. We booked all the way up in July, so.
A lot of people want to be on the show, Tab.
They're fighting for dates. Guys, this has been an amazing hour and 18 minutes. You want to really do it before you go home?
Yeah, let's do it.
Byron, you got some games for us?
I remember I failed miserably.
We have Geo Party, How to Be a Millionaire, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What you gonna fuck them up with?
We're gonna do Superstar.
Whom? I don't know this game.
So this game, Superstar, Byron and I are going to give you some information about the two people on the card. You have to give us the artist's name. Okay?
Don't fuck it up.
Don't
fuck it up.
$100 for sure.
Okay, so on this one, I only know one of the people. So this card is just one. Country singer. She had residency on the Strip. And she's married to another comedian, another country
artist. Dolly Parton.
She's a little younger than Dolly Parton.
Carrie Underwood?
A little older than Carrie Underwood.
I'm exhausting my country.
Whose bed have your boots been under?
Whose bed has your boots been under?
I know this one.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
No, it's not Reba.
It's not Reba.
Who has your boots been under?
I don't know.
You don't know that?
I don't know country.
Let me Google one. Go to your question, Byron. I'm gonna Google one.
You know who it is, Byron?
I thought it was Reba until she said that. Fine.
Byron, go to yours.
Let's see. That one's too easy.
What's the Sheryl Crow? Is it Sheryl Crow?
She's not good. She's hot.
Shania?
I think that's things boots. Sorry.
Okay. Let's go with Ponytail, Law and Order SVU.
No, not Shania. I'm gonna give you that answer is Faith Hill.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Okay.
Toby Keith.
Right. Okay.
Ponytail, Law and Order SVU. Those are your two.
Shannon Doherty.
What?
Male or female?
I can only give two.
I was thinking Steven Seagal.
Have you never seen Law and Order SVU?
No,
That's the sex victims, right? That makes me uncomfortable.
Any like rape scenes in
Everybody
movies?
sees it. No, they
Can I
catch
give you
the
the
answer.
answer?
Yeah.
Ice Cube? I mean, Ice Cube?
See, I could
But you didn't. Fucking damn. Thanks.
I'll give you mine. I have two right here, and I think you're gonna get these. She's a piano player. She sings R&B. She's married to another artist.
Alicia Keys.
Okay. This guy has a gap in his mouth. So he talks sports on some days and morning TV on others.
Shannon Sharp.
Good morning, America.
Oh, man, that's great.
got my black stuff.
Go.
Oh, me. Let's see. He also uses the N-word in his movies inappropriately. There you go. Modern Family, really nice tits.
Oh, nice tits.
The Spanish.
Oh, what's her name?
I can think of her name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
She talk like these, like a really.
Sophia Vergara.
Yes, when they do a
So
stereotype.
mine is hello. Fat girls down, skinny girl.
Hello? What'd you say? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Fat girl, skinny girl?
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Richie.
She's a musical artist.
Oh,
Queen Latifah?
Hello.
no, she's still big.
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
And this guy, he's an actor. He's been around a long time. He actually, it's actually reported that he went to the hospital with a gerbil in his rectum.
Oh, that nigga.
You know what you're talking about?
He's not black. Yeah.
Sure. That's Rectum. Kevin Spacey?
No.
Good ass.
He starred in Pretty Woman.
Oh, Richard Gere?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that
So me, she's a comedian,
Tablet?
a white woman.
Whitney Cummings?
No, not her. White woman comedian. She's actually pretty funny. So not Amy Schumer.
Definitely not Amy Schumer.
She is blonde.
Lindsay.
She had a
Oh, Chelsea.
All right, next one. Michael Douglas Cancer got Michael Douglas
Cancer.
cancer because of her.
his wife. They have the same birthday.
Oh,
is that really throat cancer?
That's what he said.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That can't be.
This guy he used to live in a trailer park. Daughter. He's for white trash. From Detroit. Okay. This next one has
One white man from Detroit.
This next one is swimmer.
Michael Phelps.
Oh,
There you go. All I Want for Christmas. You know, she pops up around that time. She married Nick Cannon.
Christmas.
Mariah.
The star of American Pie, and never the star of anything else, really.
Terry.
No.
Jason.
Yeah, I was sticking that.
Jason
Biggs.
Yeah.
Biggs or Briggs?
Biggs.
This guy has the last name. He shares his last name with Pork.
With who?
Pork. He's an actor.
Pork.
Everybody loves his last name. You put his last name on something. Hey, listen to it's a funny comedy podcast. But he did a dancing movie. What movie did he do? I want to say I can't think of him. Second person. Yeah. So he this next artist is co-host, comedian, red hair, late night television. Not a co-host. Conan. The other one,
Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
and let's see, you got one more?
Pride of Texas.
Byron Austin.
Besides Byron Austin. All right.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't give him the.
And wait, who? I didn't even hear it. I don't know.
I said Eminem.
One of the true original rom-com
He's
kings.
actually talking about running for governor.
Talking about running for governor of Texas. Kind of.
All right.
You still walk with $100. Byron's gonna autograph.
That was disrespectful to Texas. He gets nothing.
No, he did open up his job. Is the mark over there somewhere?
Shoppy. He's got the shoppy.
I'm gonna autograph. That way you don't spend it, and if you do spend it, people know where you came from. Byron, you want to autograph this real quick?
I don't like putting my signature on documents, but
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been a wonderful show. There's a few more things I want to talk about before we get out of here.
right, signature. Good job.
Right, that's what you're supposed to do.
Sorry to offend your ancestors.
Okay. I was like making
It is real. No, everything is not real on camera.
Are you holding it? Is it tangible? It's real as fuck.
Did we pass it? Yeah.
That's not fitting in your imagination.
That's gonna be worth well over $100 someday.
Okay. It should be.
And that's the way I think of it when I give it to people with my signature on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
But every time they sit here and they're going to be kicking themselves.
I'm putting this in my wallet.
There you go. Hooker.
You always think of me.
Trick a hooker.
Oh, this is sweet. Guys, I've had an amazing time. Did you guys enjoy yourselves here tonight?
Thank you for having me.
It's a comedy show.
The N-word story kind of took the.
What's wrong with the N-word? You really didn't like it?
I enjoyed it.
No, Anthony, is that your most embarrassing moment on stage?
Yeah, most embarrassing, most regrettable.
I ended up apologizing to anybody that I could.
So you straight. Look, I stayed on stage a couple of days ago.
Every black man and every black woman you see, even in the grocery store. Guys, I'm
Let me tell you something though. Black people are forgiving because there were certainly black people there, and I didn't get my ass.
too much Jesus.
Yeah, we probably always Christmas alive.
I left there.
See, white people
Get
get
his ass.
Say it again.
No, I'm saying I'm glad
they let me go intact.
Well, we have to wrap up the show. And this is where I get kind of personal. So my next few questions before we get out of here. What are your fantasies? Do you have any?
I guess I would like to have a threesome.
Say the N-word on stage.
You make enough money to say the N-word, won't nobody get mad. So a threesome, so two girls or a guy and a girl or just a threesome period?
Yeah, I've done I don't even know, I don't know what it's called, but I've definitely
Done like a train thing on a girl before.
So if you and the guy can touch each other, If you guys touch each other, doing anything, it was a train.
No,
But if it's a threesome, if you guys participate and touch each other and pleasure each other,
that's what I was getting. Like threesome sounds like it's a gay act.
If it's two guys,
if you enjoy the guy more than the girl,
fucking like if you're not touching the guy in a sexual way, it's not gay. Like,
what if you kiss the guy more than the threesome? Like all three were kissing together. Like if all mouths were touching at the same time.
If this dude's fucking her and you got your dick in her mouth, that's not gay.
Yeah. But when you say I had a threesome with another dude,
it sounds gay.
That sounds gay.
Oh, it sounds gay as fuck.
Yeah.
You have to immediately be like, no, I'm just saying that's what you have to say when you say I had a threesome with another dude.
That's
let me explain.
That's where training comes in, where I'm like, okay, maybe I should say training.
But of course, a woman has
There's a difference between training and threesome.
Yeah.
Okay, but a woman has an accident and an entrance, and if you guys are
it was opposite.
No, what I'm saying, that's still a threesome at that point.
Is it you're entering at the same time?
Right.
Yeah. No. At the same.
No. At the same.
2 and 1.
But you're testing is bumping though.
You're pretty much.
Yeah.
I love those videos.
Right.
Would you do it though?
I don't think I'm getting it.
Would you do it?
That is close for it's very close for comfort.
Yeah.
It would have to be with a stranger. I would not be able to not do.
Somebody's gonna see it.
I've never seen it. Yeah, maybe.
And he's sweating on you.
See. Now you're ruining it, man. Now I can't even enjoy the pussy. Because now it's like his ball sweats on my ball sweat.
Yeah.
Now, that's your own fantasy.
No, threesome with your girl.
But I mean, I'm gonna have to shoot that fantasy down because you said yourself earlier in the show that you're not a pleaser, and in order to have 3 women, you're gonna need to at least please one of them. Bring one of them to orgasm.
That makes sense. But also, isn't a threesome? Aren't they like trying to hit the guy up at all costs? Like, isn't that the?
I don't know.
Look.
I guess I'm thinking of it selfishly
You'll
again.
enjoy sex much more when you're selfish about it. It works out. That trust me.
If it happens,
no, definitely go for this shit, Anthony.
You're right.
All right.
No,
Be a Latin. Stop fucking like a white guy. Be a Latin lover. Be the Latin lover that lives inside of you.
What about
What about bukkake? Would you be down to do a bukkake?
What is bukkake? I've heard the word.
A bunch of people jack off on a girl.
Oh, me and Byron take turns. I jack off and Byron jacks off her.
But I thought they
At
do
the
that.
same time.
Yeah, at the same time. But like, we're not going to go at the same time.
You're not gonna come at the same time.
Yeah.
You gotta sit there with cum on her face while
Whoever lasts longer. So you got to make it a game. Whoever lasts longer.
it's like filler.
Filler face.
I'd be like too in my head during the bukkake. Like if dudes got bigger dicks than me, like I'm not even focused on that. I'm not even focused on like shit ain't even fun no more. Look at this big ass.
But do guys even like when you watch porn, you say, "Damn, he has a big cock."
If it's abnormal.
All right, do you get
a little bit gayer when you start to get to the point where you're about to come?
Because the guy's fucking the girl so
In
well.
terms of like, you're like, okay, like if this girl fingers my ass right now, I don't.
I have.
I think I haven't, but I do. I've had a girl like
702.
I've had an asshole tickled, not inserted.
It feels good.
It's
absolutely.
No, I'm told that the asshole on a male is the G spot.
Yep. And
I mean, as long as I look at the shit like this. As long as
whatever
you're doing,
shit.
as long as whatever you're doing is, if you're sexually aroused, as long as what you're doing is with a woman and she's the one getting you aroused, it's not gay.
I agree. Even if she's putting a pillow in your butt.
That's okay.
How is it gay if it's a woman?
Slightly gay.
It's not gay.
Yeah. No.
How big is
What color is the dildo?
it's white? If it's a 90s black dildo, that's gay.
If it's pink and it's short.
If it's strapped to her, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
Strap to her, that's gay.
Now, have you had a dildo used on you before?
No. I'm not like,
Stop it.
A dildo? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit. Sometimes there's this one time, and I can recite their names.
Talk about it.
We were intimate, and I was performing fellatio, and I ran my finger across, and they didn't stop me. So I put my finger in, they didn't stop me. So I reached over and grabbed a toy, hit the button, and put it in, and they didn't stop me.
Yeah. I think a lot of men are like that.
When it's first time, and I think I feel like a lot of people more often than not have had like very vanilla sex. Most people haven't tried shit.
Was he embarrassed?
once you guys did it and it was over?
Well, they both said, not knowing each other, don't tell nobody. Like, what? Don't tell nobody. Why am I going to brag about this? Now I am bragging about the story on air.
See, he didn't want to do that until he was all riled up. And then you get to the point where you're about to come, and then you're like,
but even later, so the second and third time, they wanted that more than they wanted me, and that was.
I think the thing is, like, it's been a while since I've like experimented with sex. 'Cause I've been single for a while, and I feel like some things should be reserved a little bit for relations. Like, you got to trust some people before you can do some shit. Unless you just want to be like out freak with it and like you don't give a fuck, and that's
John
cool too.
says, she says you have to set the rules of engagement before you start.
I agree, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
things change once you start, right? You start to get a little bit like, I'll do this.
If they exceed your boundary, you should be allowed to say. I mean, you're definitely allowed to say.
Don't. You know what? I have a rule, and I'm not afraid to tell you. Don't smack me. Don't. If my hair is old, no, that's turn off to me. Let me. I'll just explain why. Now, when I was in the first grade, second grade, and my dad's brother Leon was a college student, and I loved Leon probably more than I loved my dad. Leon was super nice to me. He wasn't a parent; he was an uncle. He treated me and my brother just with this kindness, and he was a pedophile. He had this cologne that he wore, and I was in love. As a little girl, I was in love with this cologne. And one day, he was like in college, went to school that morning, came home from school, got in his bed, and I could smell his cologne on the pillows, and I fell asleep. He came home from school, and he showered. Didn't wake me up, showered, came out of the shower, disrobed himself, woke me up, carried me to the room, to my room, and I woke up as he came into my room. He was like, "You fell asleep in my bed." I was like, "Okay," didn't think nothing of it. Went back into his room maybe the next day or 2 days later, I don't remember. And he laid next to me wearing a towel. And when I woke up, I screamed because I fell asleep in bed and I thought I was in trouble. I didn't scream because he was doing anything to me. I screamed because I was in his bed and I was supposed to be in his room. And he picked me up, carried me to the room. So the next day, he told me he was going to spank me. And my parents were at work, and he spanked me, but he laid me in his lap and pulled my panties down and spanked me. And I told my parents. And my dad gave me a little beat him up, and my dad stopped speaking to him. My dad died without even reconciling. That was 40-some years ago.
That'll do it.
So I'm not like spankings in. Don't spank me.
That's a good reason I like get spanked.
Yeah, I agree.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Communication. Shit's important.
But I was doing ritual. I didn't know until I told my dad that he had something poking that was poking me in my private area. And because I was in his lap, that was poking me.
How old were you?
6 or 7.
I remember I was like 6 or 7, and we were all jumping on the trampoline, girls, guys, boys,
and we were all like that age, and we were all dicks out, and the girls were like flashing. It's like we were all experimenting with like private parts, you know.
As kids too.
And I remember I pulled my dick out, and I like had a hard on, and I didn't even know what it was. I remember that. I was like, I don't know why it's like this. Like I was embarrassed. But yeah, we played crazy games.
I remember.
Family relations are always embarrassing. Always.
I remember I was at a friend's house as a kid, and my parents were in the friend's living room, and all the kids were in the bedroom, and we were playing house. And the door was closed for a long time, but suddenly the door was open. The parents could see us because we were visiting. So I was in the room with this guy named Donnie, Donnie Anderson, and my parents could see in the kids' room. And Donnie was on top, and Donnie was getting it in. We were really close, of course. And both parents, both mothers, noticed at the same time. And they came running, and then both dads came running behind, and we both got in trouble. I couldn't go to Donnie's house anymore.
I got in a lot of
For the trampoline.
And my mom and Donnie's mom are still friends today.
Yeah, I bet they laugh about it all the time.
They won't bring it up. I would get all remember me and y'all in the
It's almost funny.
But you said you got in trouble once?
And that's exactly what happened with the trampoline incident. My mom saw me with my dick out on the trampoline. Party was over. Anthony! I had to wait for my dad to come home and fake shit out here.
Oh, wow.
That was like my first like
sexual experience.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Like 7 or something.
Was that a sexual experience?
I don't.
Pulling your dick out in front of girls.
Yeah, we were. Like,
I don't know if we thought of it as sexual.
There was like we were touching each other a little bit, you know. But also we were all scared of it. But yeah. But we were just like I remember I had a hose, like a water. I had a water.
Wait a minute.
I'm sure 7-year-old. I had a water hose that was spraying the girls' shirts, you know, like wet. No. I was doing like wet t-shirt, just like on TV somewhere.
Yeah, girl.
All types of pervy shit. Like like when we were like 6 or 7, I remember. And we did it. It was very. It's very. I
still haven't talked to my dad about it. It's so interesting.
You should bring it up. You should give him a call.
I should. Yeah.
Let's call him.
Like, Mom, remember when I had my dick out on the trampoline?
Yeah.
Can you say the P word to your mom, or would you have to use the P word?
I would use it. I wouldn't use any of those words.
Okay.
My mom.
I had a wonderful relationship with my mom. I wouldn't use P word, the P word or the P word, but I would use the V word, D word, and she would be D and D is
Yeah, I'm not comfortable talking about it.
Oh, no, I'm comfortable talking about it. Yeah. I don't tell like everything, but for the most part, she knows a little bit about promiscuity.
Most girls don't talk to their mom about it. Most girls don't talk to their dads about it.
Oh, I told my mom and dad.
Your daddy hates you for
that. But you know,
that's what I always called you a hoe.
Yeah. I remember when my dad got sick, and I was living in Dallas at the time, and he had to come live with me for a little while. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna have guys over. And then one day I invited a guy over, and my dad was, how you doing? And me and the guy went in the bedroom, but me and the guy didn't go in the bedroom to do anything. In the bedroom. We were in there for an extended period of time.
So how could you do that in front of your dad?
Exactly. So when we came out of the room, my dad had like 4 or 5 knives, butcher knives, laying around the couch area. Like, I don't know him. I was like, that's weird. I didn't know him. He didn't introduce me. You didn't tell me anything about him. I didn't know he was a killer or anything. And I was like,
I tell you, he's pretty rude to you.
And I did. I did. It's my dad. His dad is John. My dad. And I went to the room.
He's old school. What you do, boy? What you?
That's like
What you?
He didn't get a chance to ask us.
You were just trying to get him to the room.
I was trying to get him to the room. We were both scared to do it, and it was my house. So it was like, I don't know. You have any stories you want to share with me?
Weird fucking somebody with their parents in the other room. Like, well, not true. If it was like more the excitement of let's do it, and nobody knows we're doing it, and they just happen to be in the other room, but like my parents is in the living room, and like this person came over, it's like, okay, that'd be weird to just fuck with my mama out there. Any stories pertaining to
When you were young? Your experience?
Just like, neighborhood girls are friends of the family, goosing, all that fun stuff.
Goosing?
I love goosing, man. I'm just goosing.
What is that?
That's why I said goosing.
Hunch, goose. You never heard hunching?
Boning. None of those words?
Well, I know. Right?
Well, boning, when I was boning was hunching.
Boning is fucking as far as
What's
I know.
hunching?
It's like clothes on, kissing.
The girls
rubbing.
the guys have an erection, the girls have an moisture.
Yes, almost
No penetration, nothing like that.
I've heard of dry.
goosing.
Goosing.
A little bit of goosing, some neighborhood, friend of the family, parents go talk in the living room and all the kids in this room playing. Weird shit happens when you're young,
A lot of them.
I kissed a cousin before, whatever, you're young. Man.
I said on stage last night, don't judge me, I'll fucking play cousin.
There was a wedding, and I think that we were going to be cousins as soon as the wedding was over. But yeah, we were the day.
Oh wow!
It's still fun.
Yeah, I remember.
I was. It would have been better to fuck at the wedding, like in the dressing room. The dressing room right after. It's like, hey, cuz, you want to go?
I remember being disappointed.
Why?
Yeah. How old were y'all?
Like 10.
Okay.
8 or 9.
10 with a date for a wedding, and what kind of fucked up?
Well, you're just flirting. Like you're just flirting.
You're just pick a girl.
Yeah.
She was my cousin.
I'm not gonna ask you guys a question because it happens. And I know it happens because I've had cousins and friends who shared these stories with me. Same sex. Yeah. Did you experience it with other boys? And you decided that's not what you want to do, or did anything happen that you may be holding this retaining this that you've not released it? If you want to share it,
something I've never said before, but during the trampoline incident, I had my I was gonna say friend.
Yeah. You and this little guy.
You had a sword fight.
We went to the side and we both tried to. We both took our pants down and tried to touch each other's penises, but then we got nervous and just that was basically it. But that's the only.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I remember vividly thinking we're doing something very wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know
if I knew about straight or gay.
Are you still friends with this guy?
No. This was like a childhood friend.
You don't know him. You don't know where he's at today.
Right.
I took very different experiences away from that.
Yeah.
But I vividly because after that.
So he searched the web. I can't find Gabby pictures.
So yeah,
but that's the only incident I can really remember.
I feel like touching. I remember early middle school, and my friends trying on different condoms
together.
The same condom?
No. You can't roll a used condom up.
I don't know.
You were in the same room together though?
No, we go in the bathroom and try. It's you come out. It's hey man, how did it fit? It's it was cool. All right, you go try it. You tell me how. I guess a dick.
But y'all didn't see each other.
But literally a dick measuring contest. And somebody would come out with a condom rolled all the way out. Nigga, that ain't your dick.
Right. Okay. So you could really witness it or able to.
I don't know. I might be repressing something that I can't remember. Who knows?
I have a cousin, Michaela, who's now lives. I remember her. And she's not part of the family. I own her. Michaela, one day, my mom was in Michaela's mom's house, and Michaela came outside. Michaela's a little older than me, and Michaela always looked like a boy with these huge boobs. And one day she was like, "When you get older, I'm gonna eat that cat." And she said it just like that. I was like, "My cat." And I had candy because I was mad. I was like, and I put out a kitty cat. I was like, yeah, I didn't know what she was talking about. I thought I was probably 12. And she was like, no, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, what you talking about? And then she reached in the car. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I mean, in the passenger seat. And Michaela kissed me. And Michaela had alcohol on her breath. And I was like, oh, what you been drinking? And she had a beer. And she was probably 16. I was 12. She was 16. And she was like, yeah, I want that cat so bad. Like, ugh, no.
You weren't in.
I still didn't know what cat was at that time because I tried to give her a cat. But I thought she wanted to eat like a real cat, like an animal. I was like, she did. Then I later found out that she was a lesbian. And I put the 2 and 2 together, and that's what the cat meant. But I kissed her though.
When you got your first period, it was like, oh, that's.
You kissed her though. What? Like you liked the kiss?
I kissed her, and that actually taught me how to kiss later though. So when the way she kissed me, and it wasn't a smack, it was a kiss, and I kissed back, and all of it. It just happened.
See, women really know what women are, man. Wow.
Shout out to Michaela. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia right now.
At least you're agreed by a woman and not a man.
Again, I'm about my uncle. Yeah.
Man, dudes are way worse, man. Dudes are fucking.
I did experience a date rape. And that's why I watched Law and Order SVU. Now I know how to avoid date rape or fake a date.
Alright.
Like I love horror movies. They always have a rape scene in the horror movie.
Which rape is horrible?
Just a lot of horror movies. It just
Jason never had a rape scene. Freddy Krueger had a rape scene.
That's true. Those are movies. But yeah, I never enjoyed the rape.
They all show boobs in all of them though.
Like why did you enjoy that scene? You know, like a rape scene, like Clockwork Orange. You know how they have
the rape scene.
I've not seen Clockwork Orange.
I feel like some directors might be too into the rape scenes.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Do you think they were originally written with the rape scenes? Like, you know what? If we add a rape scene to this part right here, I think this would blow on.
I know this is like the best rape scene ever.
See, if I'm a director, I'm not having a rape scene.
And, I
So
don't
do you? So
I'm not raping anything I'm writing.
I'm okay with it.
The absence of rape is okay.
So since we're on this subject, we have about 7 minutes. Since we're on this subject, rape is rape the only thing you'll eliminate from your writing?
I'll joke or write about rape. Nothing's off the table as long as it's done good and you're not. I mean, as long as it's done good and if it's funny.
So you're writing a script. Both of you guys are writing a script.
I don't go into the rape scene. Is what I'm saying. Like if somebody gets raped,
a gay scene.
I mean, if that's what the story calls for, if it's a good story.
But you know what? You're right. Like I don't think in comedy wise, like I wouldn't. Like, I don't think I've ever liked a rape joke. I never said a rape joke.
I had some taste for rape jokes.
So,
I mean, I don't joke about rape either. But again, me being a woman, I just think that all subjects should be discussed.
I would rather do a rape topic from a woman than
I'm just gonna just stop it. I'd rather listen to a rape.
Right. Joke.
But yeah,
I can agree with that.
a rape joke from a man.
It's got to be really fucking good.
I almost would rather hear than
yeah, you guys know that.
No, I mean, I'd rather somebody call me a nigga than rape me. So I can agree with you on that.
But rape is worse than murder. We all agree on that, right?
For the most part.
So
Depends on who. Yeah.
in most,
I think rape is worse than murder.
I mean, they're both shitty as fuck.
I would be friends with the murderer before I was friends with rapists.
Well, it all depends like what you kill for. But a rapist,
Exactly,
you're right.
yeah,
There's no reason for rape.
There's no reason for it. There's reasons for murder.
I could have been a hothead. That's crazy. Like, yeah, you're right. Like, I was young and dumb. I just got angry and killed somebody, and it's like, okay, I forgive you, but I got young and dumb, and I just got horny. It's like, no.
Before we leave, what would be a reason for murdering, killing?
Self-defense.
Raping.
Or
Somebody raping.
Killing a rapist.
Seriously, so Anthony, you wake up tomorrow morning, and we've had this discussion today. And you wake up on Thursday morning, and you realize that you were raped by an older family member or cousin or neighbor.
I would rather be raped than murdered myself, for sure.
We all would, right?
Yeah. Well, that's it's weird,
Right?
Yeah, because
I don't know, man.
I'd rather be friends with a murderer, but I'd rather be raped.
I mean, just fucking kill me, bro.
So would you wake up in disparity and want to go out and kill the murderer or the rapist?
Like, well, I also think it's weird. It's weird that I've almost like, well, there's a statute of limitations. Because, like, if I got raped at 7 and I wake up at 36 and realize it, it's like, God damn, I need to go see a therapist now. But when I go back and hunt that person down for revenge,
would you at least confront him?
If you got raped tomorrow.
If I got raped tomorrow, then it's like I got to kill somebody so nobody finds out.
I mean, I would definitely kill. There are people that I would have killed in the past if I could have gotten away with it.
Do you guys believe that women rape? Do you believe that women rape men?
Well, I remember I was 13 when I lost virginity, which is kind of young, right? Like,
was it rape?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I was young enough to where I didn't know.
Technically, that's rape.
I didn't know how to enter the hole. I didn't know anything. I hadn't kissed a girl, before I had.
Yeah.
So then she basically did everything for me. I wouldn't consider rape myself, but
did you?
Yes. Exactly. No, and I was. Yeah.
How old was she?
She was 16. So she taught me everything, but
my first real sexual experience was a date rape. My real actual being penetrated was a date rape. Went out with this guy, and we had fun at a club. Never told him where I lived. He found out where I lived based on information I shared with him. Came to my house. My dad answered the door. Let him in. I was in the room lying down. Guy came in. And when I saw him walk through the door, I was shocked. Like, not only how did you get in here, but how did you know where I lived? And he said, just be glad to see me. And again, I did enjoy the morning, that late morning with him. But it wasn't anything that invited him to my home or to take what he wanted. And he did. So when he hugged me, he choked me, punched me, hit me, and took me. He was actually wearing a condom. Yeah. And before he got there, I told him during the whole thing I was a virgin, and that's not what I wanted. No, so we talked on the phone that night, the night before, after we meeting at the club. And so then my dad didn't know until the police arrived. Because I still don't understand how women today who wait 30 years and 5 years. Because I was 21, 22 at the time. And I immediately called the police. I knew that's not what I wanted. And I knew that was wrong, that was not right. And it was awful.
I think everybody deals with trauma differently. And then especially, I think the society we live in
that was 30 years ago.
Right, but the society we live in has a tendency to blame women for getting.
And I was wearing this sexy Victorson green bra and green pants set and blue jean dress.
Yeah.
And when he walked in the room, the dress button in front of it was open.
Yeah.
So it was real sexy as fuck.
Yeah. So
but again, it wasn't an invitation. He came there. His intentions getting there.
If you understand, it's like, why did your dad let him into your room?
Why were you wearing
Why didn't you kick him out immediately? Why
We
didn't you call him?
saw the room afterwards because we thought the whole room was redecorated.
I understand.
My dad was in the living room listening to music. He had one of those real cassette players, and he was listening to music. The music was in his ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, my dad was in the living room listening to music with his headphones on. He played old school music, and
No, I mean,
he didn't hear it.
I definitely feel where you come from, but I can understand why some women are reluctant to do that because they just get blamed. I mean, I'm sure there's a level of shame, and then you get blamed for the shit, and then people are looking at you like you're fucking damaged goods at that point. So I get it. Like that's why I'm happy I'm a man. Like
there was a time in my life that I was so like self-centered, so judgmental that I would have said,
yeah,
great, you know.
Why?
I don't know. Like, that's something that I don't think now, but that's something that when I was 18 or 19, like
Byron said, like it's like
so like it would be hard to date somebody who's dealt with trauma. Like if you date a woman who's been abused, like that next boyfriend, it's gonna be a tough relationship, I would imagine. Like because motherfuckers have to deal with trauma, and by the time you're with somebody who's dealt with trauma, especially like a sexual trauma, it's probably going to affect your sex life. It's a very important part of the relationship. So, you know.
I don't know. I just know that even today, when I meet guys, I say my intentions are not to be this sexual demon. I mean, on stage, I joke about it. With people who I know, I joke about it. But that's not who I am in real life. And people see me and instantly think that's what I want. Like I can go to Home Depot and I'll have 30 Mexicans follow me around, giving me the eyebrow, like this is what you want? No, that's not what I want. I'm trying to buy a bathtub. Shit.
Mami culo.
Yeah. Right. But again, I don't know how. I don't know where this aura or this.
Because you got your titties.
But they're not always out either. But because my titties out, does that scream that I just want some dick?
No, but dude, it's like I want some titties.
That's a tough one. You know, I know because when you see a prostitute on the street, you know that they're a prostitute, right? Because they're dressed a certain way.
That's exactly.
Maybe that's what they're taking off.
Prostitute, a woman who just might have her titties out in the grocery store. You know, there's a difference.
But the guys are so fragile.
Titties.
Yeah. Oh,
she's got titties out because she's want to attract a man. That's what dudes are thinking.
Yeah.
There's no way because why is he wearing gray sweats? He won't be looking at his dick. Same difference. The only difference is like, and again, I don't mind.
I didn't attack him.
I don't mind being on the other side of this double standard again, because men win more than we lose. So I'm cool with this, but it's the same kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Somebody said, and I'll leave you with the baby too.
I don't know what that means.
How are you? Yes, before we wrap up, so I'm just gonna say this. So do you guys look at women in the grocery store, the cashier, the clerk, the security guard, and say, "Ma'am, I want to fuck the shit out of you"?
There's certain girls, absolutely.
Really? In my mind,
yes.
Every fucking woman I encounter.
I thought you guys were different. No, let me
projected like in my mind. Like, damn, you finally want to fuck you, but I'm not ogling you and staring at you like
no.
Let
me before we go, let me share with you what happened to me yesterday. So yesterday I'm in the hair salon. I'm buying hair, and I'm like, this hair is cute, and the guy.
It just came out of the package.
It looks fresh.
I'm buying hair, and the guy who was helping me, first of all, I didn't go in there to buy hair. I went there to buy some makeup products. And the guy was staring at me, and I saw him staring at me. Then he tells somebody else to help that person. And then he walks over. When he walks over to me, he's in uniform, but he has an erection. And of course, I'm looking.
Mm.
I was like, he was like, can I help you? I was like, what department you work in? He's like, I work in hair. So he persuaded me to buy some hair, but the whole time he's just looking. And keep in mind, he had a mask on, but you could see the smile in his eyes. Like, he is just ecstatic to see me. And so, right. He was like, oh my God. I was like, well, I'm saying nothing. I can't even tell you what I'm thinking right now. So, no, tell me. So again, he was like, are you married? I was like, no, I'm not married. He was like, good. I said, are you married? You know, I used to work with my girlfriend, and I could use a new friend right now. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm still, still checking textures of hairs and stuff. And he was like, I got the perfect hair for you. He tells me, okay, thank you. And I leave there, and I give him my card when we're at the door. Oh, you're a comedian? Yeah. Now, I don't know why people tend to think that comedians are these rich people.
The poorest.
Well, the poorest. That's like that. We're not. We don't have a lot of money. We just. I don't know. Then he calls me aside. Hey, you got your receipt. And it wasn't even my receipt when he gave it to me. But then he sees my car. And I'm thinking that's probably what it is. So.
No, he was running game from the
No,
jump.
so that I think he really wanted to fuck that day. Right there.
Well,
I think he was sexual.
Most of us do.
I've never seen a hard dick in a while like that. Maybe it's
Yeah. I'm gonna start looking.
They're not looking either.
I'm gonna start looking for it.
That's weird. That's
Well, I mean, the forearm, like there, right there. That means he was trying to hide. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when he had to reach for the hair, he couldn't hide at that point because it was sticking out. So anyway, we exchanged phone numbers. He texted me last night. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm headed to a show. I have a show tonight. He said, oh, damn. All right, we'll have a great show. Boom. Hung up. That was it. Well, I mean, no more text after. So that morning, he wakes up in the morning. He said, how was the show? I said, I killed it. He was like, okay, good. You know what I'm thinking right now? I said, what are you thinking? And now I'm thinking, and then he sends me a picture of him in the shower, but it's just waist up. So he's in the shower, you see the shower, and you see him being wet. But again, it's just chest up. I'm like, okay, he's in the shower. And I'm like, what are you thinking right now? I'm thinking, why would you send me a shower pic? So I sent him a pic from last night, which of me coming off stage. So I'm still glammed up. And he's like, let me tell you what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking money. And I said, money's always good. He said, I'm thinking we can get it. I said, we can get it together? He said, I don't think I can get it from you. I said, what do you mean? He was like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll tell you what. One, I ain't never in my life ever paid for dick intentionally. I get it thrown at me so much. So you offer me your time and your services, friendship and companionship. I've never had to buy. I don't know what you're saying. And then he texts, I'm sorry, this is your time. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, do I look like money or do I look like a walking vagina? Like, I don't, because the day before, he was in erection.
You look a little rich. I think you got a.
Do I look rich? If you sorry about this cheap ass hair, then why? Now I didn't get the top shelf hair. I got that on sale.
Yeah, you got the good hair on sale. So I go for it. You know, you got a nice car. Well, hey, I always figure. I mean, what would this do? Like, okay, so let's say he didn't say that. If he was like, yo, let's go out and get some.
I really, other than the erection, I really like this approach because he was really respectable at that moment.
Okay.
So fast.
Just shower.
The shopping was okay because he wasn't exposed to anything. I mean, it was no nipple, no stomach, no abs, no penis. It was just straight chest above, water, nice smile, pretty teeth.
Are you saying anytime I go outside with like a random dick,
people are noticing it?
Yes. Have you had any erection in public? Seriously?
Of course.
Yeah. People,
it happens all the time.
Really?
I mean,
you can't control this shit. It literally has a mind of its own.
Maybe once a day you get a random
Really,
bonus.
I really think dudes are joking about that. It literally
Really?
literally has a mind of its own.
So mine, not mine, but the ones I've noticed, the ones I've noticed have always been obvious. Like I don't know if it's me, did I do something, did I say something, or I read something, is it my pheromones? I don't know.
It's not you.
It's funny. I'm gonna start looking for hard goods.
It's not you.
Walmart. Well, I promise you, Walmart has them all the time. And the sad part is they're in the meat aisle and the children's aisle.
Oh,
Okay, all right. Well, on that note, guys, join us next week when we.
That concludes it. Yeah. Guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I've had an amazing time. Thank you, Anthony, for being a part of the show. Byron, as always, appreciate you.
Still on our questions, though.
I don't know where.
They were supposed to write down the number 2.
Oh yeah, the prank or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.